This conference will now be recorded.
I think first sentence number 2, all of you have finished. I will scroll down a little bit for you here so that you can also see sentence number 7. Sentence number 3 is not clear. See, in sentence number 3, Manahar, the first part, the man offered. I told you both parts can be past simple, but both parts cannot be past continuous. Both clauses, I mean, it is never allowed in English. The first clause here, the man offered to do gardening work. You know, gardening work to grow the plants and all these things. When? After when? We use only past simple. Only past simple. So when my neighbors, that what is the past simple form for answer? Yes. What is the past simple form for answer? Answer is a verb. Answered. When my neighbors answered their door. So someone knocked at their door, tick, 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 or they rang a bell. So they answered. The man offered to do gardening work when my neighbors answered their door. They asked them, yes, who are you? Why are you here? So they said, we are here to help you in the gardening. Is it clear, Nominal? Number 2, I will share with you the answer so that you can check. First, 2 men. It is basically a story. If you look at the question, complete the sentences with the correct form of the words in parentheses. You remember the word parentheses? I told you we don't use bracket. In English, we use the word parentheses. Okay. Here is another very interesting information for you. There are many words in English which end with ses or sis. Not all, I don't say all, but majority of the words, they are not English word. They are taken from other languages. SES is plural and SIS is single. There are 2 brackets, so we say SES. If there is only 1 bracket or one thing, we will say SIS. Parenthesis mean 2 brackets, left, right. Okay, use the simple past or past progressive, add a comma when necessary. When necessary. So I was living in a new town when. So the first part is past progressive. Second part in the sentence number 1 will be past simple. when I learned or learnt, both are acceptable, no worries. About a case of check fraud. Here the word check, this is American spelling. So this is not correct, frankly speaking. This check is not used for banks. It is acceptable. In American English, this is correct. But this word check means, you know very well, it is just like examine. In British English, the word check is written like this. Check my spelling. So first check mean check, please. Second check for money. We use in the banks. CHEQUE. But this is a British book and they are using American English. I don't know why. Anyhow, I learned about a case of check fraud, but I am teaching you the correct English, so I would request you to use the correct English. CHEQUE. We don't need to follow the books blindly if they are making a mistake. Okay, so first two men, I will give the answers. Please check your answers, and where you have a problem, as one of your friends had a problem, that is very good. Please ask me quickly. If anything is not clear, if anything has a doubt in your mind, please write in the chat box or better speak so that I may stop there and explain you again. Number two, first, this is how we write a story. First, next, then after that, in the end. This is how we write a story. So as I told you, you can learn everything from everything. First, comma, two men. So why I say comma? Because it is printed in your book. So when I ask my student, please read comma. If you don't read, it means you are not reading correct. It is written here, comma. Full stop, we don't need to read because it is at the end of every sentence. But if any sentence has a question mark, please read question mark. Full stop is very common. So common things we don't need. But comma is not common. Question mark is not common. Sign of exclamation, this sign is not common. Read them. This is called sign of exclamation. Exclaim to show the feelings of joy, sorrow, or surprise. These are the three main feelings we use this sign to express. Anyhow, the first two men knocked on or knocked at, both are correct, all the doors in my neighborhood. So neighborhood is single, but it says all the doors. How is it? For one house there is one door. Neighborhood, actually, please remember, the word neighborhood always means two, left and right. Left and right. If your house is the last one in a street, you have no house next to your house. I mean, now you are looking at me. On my right side, there is no house. Just example. So next two houses on the left will be your neighborhood, not one. Neighborhood is always minimum two. In Islam, it is 40. The Prophet ﷺ say, take care of your neighborhood. Minimum 40 houses. This is a hadith Nabawi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But in English language, minimum two. That is why he says doors. This door and this door also. While my neighbors, maybe left one, maybe right one, we don't know, were relaxing. One of your friends gave me this answer, correct answer. I read your answer. Were relaxing at home. At home. At home. Never say in home. For the word home, because in your writing I was checking this, never all your life, never use to before home. I am going to home. No, I am going home. For every other place in your life, even if you are going to Baitullah, you are going to Masjid Nabawi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are going to Lulu, you are going to university, you are going to masjid, use to. I am going to masjid, I am going to Makkah, I am going to Medina, I am going to Muscat. For home, never say I am going to home, I am going home. Home, sweet home. You know, east, or west. Home is the best. For home and is, I forgot to give the space. East or west, you may go east, you may go to west, wherever you go, home is the best. Anyhow, for first two men knocked on all the doors, all. After all, we use the and we use the before whole. The whole class, all the class. All the doors in my neighborhood while my neighbors. For neighbors here, one more thing here. First one is American spelling. No, I wrote again both. Sorry, this is American spelling as written in your book. And the first one which I wrote, they are British. There are many words in English like favor. You can write it in either way, F-A-V-O-R, F-A-V-A-U-R. First one is American, second one is British. Both are acceptable nowadays. So while my neighbors were relaxing, resting at home, not in home, at home on Saturday. For the names of the days, always use first letter capital. Days and months. You can never start with a small letter. Okay? Never ever. All your life. Some people, they write names of the days with small letters. I don't say it is wrong, but it is not a good idea, frankly speaking. So it is better to follow the better rules. So clear, my neighbors were relaxing. Only add ing. Okay, number 3, the men. So it means there were two men, as sentence number 2 says. The man offered. After offer, we always use to. He offered me to go there. Or you can use noun. He offered me a cup of tea. It's up to you. The man offered to do. After offer, we use first form. Then we use a noun. What to do? Gardening, swimming, driving, something like that. Work. Gardening, work. This is an adjective. Ing form is also used as an adjective. I told you earlier. Ed form is also used as an adjective. The man offered to do gardening work. Work is a noun. When? After when we use past simple. First part is also past simple. I told you, both parts can be past simple. But both parts can never be past continuous. Never in your life. They can be past simple, both clauses. It is correct. But they can never be past continuous both. One past continuous, one past simple, correct. Both past simple, correct. But both past continuous, never correct in English. So the man offered, this is also past simple, to do gardening work when my neighbors answered their door. Answer their door mean they did not open the door. They did not open the door. Some words are very clear. As we often say, I take breakfast. Finish. No need to say in the morning. I told you many times, no one takes breakfast at night. So, answer their door mean they did not open their door. Okay. Number 4, next. You see story. First story, then first, after that, then next. These all words are called linking words. We use them to create a story. Next, after that, or then, any word you can use in number 4. The man asked my neighbors. After ask, we use to. We learned in week number 1 in reported speech. The man asked my neighbors, object my neighbors. He asked me, asked my neighbors to write checks. Spellings, I told you this check is American. You can write CHEQUE. It's up to you. About Q, oh, I forgot to share with you. Q is never used without you. You can never tell me a single word in English where we use Q without you. English word, English. Don't tell me Rafiq, Shafiq, Atiq. No, they are not English words. I am talking about English word. So Q is no letter in English. It is QU. And after QU, we always use A or E or I or O. It's a rule in English. All right. Quake, you know, in Turkey, day before there was an earthquake. Okay. Q-U-A-C-K, quake, Q-U-A-K, quake. And Q-U-A-C-K, quake mean Atar, Hakim. And question, quite, quotation, quit. Hundreds of examples. Hundreds of examples. You will never use Q without you. And whenever you use QU, you will use one of these four vowels. There is only one word in English where you will find UE, UE two times. Q, UE, UE. What is the meaning? Can anybody tell me the meaning of this word which I shared with you? Q, UE, UE, Q. You see 5 letters, one sound, Q. MashaAllah. That is why my name is Kashif. Q. Meaning. Can anybody share the meaning? You know very well the meaning. When you go KFC, when you go Bank Muscat, all right. So they give you a token. Okay, counter or burger or pizza. Your token number is 85 and there is 82. So your queue number, line number, line, waiting, intezar, line number is 3 because 82 is serving, then 83, then 84 and you are 85. Yes, waiting line, excellent, agreed, very good. People make line, correct, absolutely right. So this is called queue. And there is one word in which we use U 2 times. Please never read it VACW. You know W, W is W. This is W. It is read as VACUUM. This is only one word in English in which we never use the word double. We say VACUUM. Otherwise, we can say SCHOOL school. But in this word, we always say VACUUM. Okay, number 4. Next, the man asked my neighbors to write checks for $50. So first the sign of the currency, then amount to their company. Name of the company is CAS. I don't know which company is this. The man added an H to the checks. Because in America, the note is also written here. I already know this thing. When you give someone a check, all right, and you want him to take the cash, not deposit in the account, you can write cash, not money. Then you can write $50. When you give that check to the bank will give you $50. But if you write my name here, for example, Kashif, not cash, then it will go to my account. Next day, the money will be credited into my account. But if you write there cash, the bank will pay me cash money. This is a rule in America only America, nowhere else in the world. Not in Oman, not in Pakistan, not in Europe, no. Only Americans have this rule. So the name of the company was CAS. So the man wrote a check to the company name, CAS, or Kashif, or Abdul Hakim, or Galia. This is the name or company name. But what they did, the man added H to the checks. Why? Because they needed cash. When? So they took, after when we use past simple. When they took the checks to the bank. Take care of the spellings. Take, took, taken. Take, took, taken. Spelling, very careful. Number 5, the two men were stealing. Now the first part is past continuous, second part is automatically past simple. The two men, no comma, because when is second clause. If you start the sentence with one, when or while, you can use comma. And as in number 6, we will see. The two men were stealing a lot of money. You know, steal, all right? And a lot of 3 words. Please never write them as 2 words. Some students, they write a and lot together. This is wrong. Always write them a lot of. They are 3 words. It is used in place of many or much, both. Many is countable, much uncountable, a lot of countable and uncountable. We will learn these things. There are many quantifiers which can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay. The two men were stealing a lot of money when a bank clerk. The word clerk, it has 2 meanings. Number 1, the person who is working in a bank with pen and paper. He or she is called clerk. Number 2, in Old English, clerk meant not now, in the Old English. The real meaning was educated man, alim, fazil. This was the real meaning of the word clerk. And its pronunciation at that time was clerk. No, it is clerk. Anyhow, a bank clerk, finally, so never use finally after the verb. Use it before the verb or at the end. You can take finally at the end also. It is also correct. But don't use it after become. Became finally wrong. Finally became. Slowly came. Don't say came slowly. Came slowly is okay. But when you stop the sentence there. A bank clerk finally became. Because you know, come, came, come. First, second, third form. Present, past simple, past participle. Became suspicious. Suspicious, you know, doubt of what they were doing. Because they were stealing, so they were doing. The clerk became suspicious. The word become or became can never ever be used with ing. In some cases it is allowed, I know. In some cases that is normally in present, normally, but in past 99.999% the word become actually means to change the condition. For example, first he had no doubt, now he is becoming suspicious, so his condition is changing. Mental condition or physical condition, both are accepted. For example, you can say the weather is becoming very hot. Weather condition is changing. The weather is becoming very cloud or very cold. The day is becoming hot. The day is becoming cloudy. Condition changing, physical or mental, in both ways. So become 99.999%. In past it is past simple. In present it can be continuous or present simple, no problem. So finally became suspicious of what they were doing. The men were stealing, so they were doing same. Clear? Number 5, if any doubt, please tell me. Because there are some verbs which are short action and long. Do is one of them. Do you can use for very short action. He did not call me, or he did my help. Okay. Or he was doing my help. In both ways it is correct. Number 6, when the clerk called the police, 1 second. Good motion. Okay, so There is an email that quiz is, this is the first week 5, so quiz must be on Wednesday or Thursday. Alhamdulillah, I already arranged with you on Wednesday. So when the clerk called the police, police is always plural. Never say the police is coming. No, the police are coming. Very good. But Galia, you have to be careful. Thank you very much for your answer. When the clerk, I will tell you, Galia, where you have to be careful. Arrest, you know what is the meaning of arrest? Arrest, to catch like this, right? Is it a long action or short action? Yes, Galia. Short action. For short action, we use continuous or past simple. Arrested. Very good. Past simple, yes. So no problem. Galia got confused a little bit. No worry, no worry. That's very good. This is the learning process. So arrest, you know, rest. Rest can be long action. He is resting, standing, sitting, lying. They are long action. But arrest is always a short action. 1 second. So it is always used past simple. So when the clerk called the police, here you will use comma. Here you will use comma after the word police. Then you will say again the police or they arrested the 2 men, full stop. Number 7, I learned about this fraud after while we use continuous. While I was watching the news, correct, very good. So sometimes see here, don't take this as a serious problem. Mistakes we all make, no worries. In past simple and past continuous, again, whenever you have any confusion, some words they are clear. When, while, ago, yesterday, these words will give you the correct answer. But sometimes you might be confused that you should use past simple or past continuous. Then the best way for these two is to think about the action. If you think the action is very short, use past simple. If you think the action is a bit longer action, continue. As you see, watching the television is not a short action. It's a long action. So we use continuous. Very good. Great job. MashaAllah. Okay, I come back to the table here. Because I am doing the things here which I have not shared with you in Moodle. Grammar I want to do with you face to face. Other activities are there, listening and reading and writing. Please practice this writing. As you can see here, this is the type, this is the writing I gave you. Write a paragraph describing an experience with fraud. Yours, it can be your own experience or someone you know. Some vocabulary words are also given here from the book you can take. So as you can see here, this time the writing. I did not ask you to write a paragraph. I asked you to answer these 4 questions only. In 1-2 sentences. Each answer 1 or 2 sentences. The instructions you can get from these 7 sentences which we finished just now. How to write them. While he was doing this, this happened. This happened when I saw him. Or whatever you think by yourself. I don't want to disturb your thinking. So these 4 questions you have to answer. Okay, this is your this week's writing, week number 3. I mean last week writing was another writing. This is for this week. You have time. It is open till 25th January. Don't worry. But it is better to finish it by Friday so that on Saturday I can give you feedback. Okay, let us come to this table now. Again, very good activity. I like this thing. Complete the chart. This is a chart. Chart means columns and rows. This is column up to down or top bottom, and left to right are the rows. Complete the chart with the correct word forms. You remember last time we also discussed the word form. That these are not the words. Words mean vocabulary. Word forms mean the meanings of the words according to grammar. There are 9 parts of speech which I shared with you last time. They are verb and adverb, 2 of the same family. Then noun, pronoun, and adjective, 3 of the same family. All right. Then preposition, number 6. All right. Article A and D, number 7. Interjection, the words which show your feelings, but they have no dictionary meaning. Like oh, oof, alas, oof. These words have no dictionary meaning. They are called interjection. And the last part of speech is called conjunction. The words which we use to connect sentences, there are many, like that, when, while, therefore, as soon as. It's a long list of the conjunctions. Anyhow, so 4 word forms are here. Number 1, noun. Number 2, verb. Number 3, adjective. And number 3, adverb. Here I would like to tell you one more thing for you. I told you last time, adjective and adverb, 99% they are same in English. The only difference is that the word which is adjective is used for noun and the word which is adverb is used for verb. Adverb. This thing you need to remember. I gave you the example of the word fast, if you remember. Okay, let us come back. So where there is a cross, there is no answer. Cross means there is no answer. Leave that column. Okay. Number 1 is deception, self-cheating. Okay. When we cheat ourselves, not others. This is called deception. And the verb is deceive. What is the adjective? Can you please share with me your answers? Deceitful, very good. Very good, agreed. Your answer is right. And adverb? Adverb. No idea? Just wait. 1 second only. Okay, so I was just checking an email. All right, let us come back. For deception, the verb is deceive and the adjective, one of you has told me deceitful, correct? Deceptive is also an adjective. Deceptive and deceitful both are adjective. Yes, Galia, very good. Your answer is absolutely right. Adverb is deceptively, correct. Deceptive is an adjective. Deceitful is also an adjective. Very good. Number 2. Now we have the adjective duplicate. What is the noun and what is the verb for duplicate? This is adjective. Duplication is noun, correct? Double is not a verb, agreed, sorry to say. Duplication is a noun, correct? What is the verb? Verb. Duplicate, yes. Duplicated is also an adjective. Okay. And as you can see in the table, there is no adverb for duplicate. Okay. Correct. And number 3, we have a noun or adjective, that is take. So, one second, it's giving some net problem. I don't know what is wrong with this. It's asking me again and again to switch off camera. I don't know why. Okay, I will turn off the camera because it's giving a bit of internet problem. I don't know why. Okay, number 3 is fake. Sorry, not take. Fake. Fake. You know, fake, which is not real. So, what is another noun for fake? For fake, we have 2 answers. Fakery. Very good. Excellent. Correct. This is the second noun. And only fake, not fake. Shaima, you are right, but you wrote second form. Correct. I do agree with you. It is fake as a verb. Verb is fake. Fakery is the second form of noun, and adjective is already given, and there is no adverb for fake. Number 4, fraud. So there is no noun for fraud, but we have adjective and we have adverb. So check your answers. Let me check the internet. I don't know why today internet. Okay. I was also confirming one answer. I was a bit doubtful. Fraudulently, yes, it is the adverb. It is, Hayam, your answer is absolutely right. It is adverb. So, and fraudulent, very good, agreed. It is adjective. Excellent. Fraudulently is the adverb and fraudulent is the adjective, and there is no verb for fraud. Number 5, honesty. It's a noun. So there is no verb for honesty, but what is the adjective? My father is an dash man. Honest. Correct. Absolutely right. And what is the adverb for honest? Honestly, yes. Honestly speaking, truly speaking. Very good. All of you are absolutely right. Number 6, impersonation. It also means number 1, cheating. It has no adjective and no adverb, only verb. Impersonation, it means to cheat. It is a bit high level of cheating. So what is the verb for impersonation? Yes, very good, agreed. Excellent. Bayan also right, very good. Yes, ION will change with E. Impersonate, cheat at a high level. Okay, very good, very good. Number 7, motive. Motive means reason. What is the motive behind this? So what is the verb? Motivate. Correct. Very good. Move can also be used as a verb, but it is correct. Motivate. Very good. Adjective. Motivation is a noun again. Motivation is a noun. Motive is also a noun because ION is always a noun in English. Motivate is a verb. Motivated is an adjective. Okay, or motivationally. Motiveless, LESS again. Ahad, I would add to your information. You are absolutely right, but again, it is noun. Adjective, sorry. It is adjective, motiveless. You are also right. It is also an adjective, sorry. Correct, very good. Motivate, motiveless. Table finish. Now, there are some sentences here, 7 sentences, which we will start inshallah after the break because it will take a bit time. Okay. Or if you like, I can share them as a Word file with you through WhatsApp. Okay. Or as a PDF, whatever you like. You can attempt these sentences in the break. And after the break, when you come back, we can quickly start discussing the answers as you like. If you like to discuss with me, adjective for motive is motiveless. Yes, motiveless is adjective, correct. All the words which end with LESS, Amira, are always adjective. 100% adjective. Hopeless, all right. And dauntless, fearless, always adjective. Always. And NESS, always noun. Hopelessness is a noun. Hopeless is an adjective. So these sentences, as you like, if you want to do them with me in the class, just like now, we can start them in the second session. Or if you want me to share with you during the break, I will share them with you in a Word file or in PDF file so that you can check their answers. And after the break, when we resume our class, inshallah at 12, so we can answer them again. It's up to you. So what do you think? Okay, in the next class, agree. I agree with agreed. So see, agreed and agreed, mashallah, almost very near to each other. All right, agreed. Good. I do agree with you. So we will do them in the class, next class. No worries. No worries. So please take your time. And about your speaking topics this Wednesday, if you have any problem, you can talk to me in the second class, last 15 minutes. And the topics should be interesting. I would love listening to you. And as I told you, there is no need to use the camera. If someone wants to use, it's absolutely your choice. For speaking quiz, there will be no recording at all. No. So far, we are not allowed to do any recording for the quizzes, especially speaking and presentation. Any student who wants to record the speaking, he or she can do it from his or her own computer. You are allowed to do that, no problem. But from teacher side, it is not allowed by university so far. So please make it sure. And about your topics, if you have any confusion that which grammar you have to use, which tense or which type of information you can use, you can communicate with me during the break time, in the next class, whenever you like. All right then, thank you very much. Take care, stay home, stay safe, stay blessed. Remember me and my family in your prayer.